to observe. Basically, we need to know our audience for slide design. You need to know like what they like. Do they like fancy designs or fancy decorations or formal and simple ones? So it's really important to know your audience. And this is what the SGD today is going to teach about. Like how to apply these principles and think critically about who are your audiences. Before I go further into slide design, I would like to introduce the word presentation. Presentation and speech may be a little bit different. This presentation is a combination of different things. Like in Toastmasters, we're doing speeches, but at the same time, we're also doing presentations because of these special elements included in it. For example, they may include, but not limited to, the content, like is it a humorous content or formal content, or it depends, or informative. And with your body language, and at the same time your vocal variety. These three are the main elements contributing to presentation. And even to make presentation more effective, you can, hey Martin, you can add visual aid, like using slides to your presentation. But try to think about what kinds of visual aids are there. Slide is one example, but there may be more. Maybe for this one, I would like to call somebody to answer this question. Hi. April? What do you think are visual aids?
Something that could give color to your oral presentation, and you can easily make your audience able to comprehend core message or the peripheral information that you try to conduct. Is that correct?
Pretty much, very. So April defined the meaning of visual aid. But let's see, that maybe we can ask another person, like what visual aids have you ever observed? Or what kind of visual aid have you observed in the Toastmaster speeches they use, except slides? Tina, what do you think? Besides slides, like, have you seen like anyone uses like a board? Or maybe, like that one. Or like his or her photos during childhood, for example, or his or her like guitar, instruments they exercise, and what is it? Costumes. Oh, costumes. Yeah, that's a great one too. That's also visual aid. So visual aid is not limited to slides. It depends. And these are all kinds of things that can show up in your presentation. And we use slides because they're easy to carry. They can be accessed in the USB through the internet, but compared to like photos or costumes, we need to carry it around. So that's why most of the time we rather choose slides for our presentation. And it's also too easy to deliver your information too. So we need to know what are good slides. But before we go into that, because that may be a detailed content, we need to first look at what are the bad slides. Bad slides may be simple in everyone's opinion or intuition, like a slide with invisible text in which your audience can't see, or a slide with too much words that takes a really long time to read it all, or confusing languages, like don't use confusing languages, or some bigger symbols that people is taking time to read, or too colorful background. And especially doesn't work when the projector is not that good. Like this is red, but it seems like it's dark red, like maroon. And yeah, don't use too colorful background. This is distracting. Or don't use non-relevant themes. Like when you're introducing Toastmasters Club, but you're showing like pictures of grass-mud horse, 草泥马. It's non-related. You need to avoid that. And meaningless decoration. Like today, it might be 晋级的 SGD, but we are talking about SGD and like how to make the audience understand like what is the principle of slide design. This is fancy, but I don't think it's necessary. So slides is like a double-sided sword. If you use it correctly, it can be like magic, like a fantasy connecting you to the audience, delivering an information straight, or it can be a disaster like a backfiring gun. If any cases we use like confusing slides, it may be bad. So let us find the right techniques in this SGD. So let's have a short group discussion. Maybe, well, it looks perfectly with two. Like, what are the good characteristics contributing to a good slide? Let us have a, let's say, 2 or 3 minutes short discussion. Just list out the facts. For example, I think simple slides are good, or slides with pictures are good, something like that. Just some brief opinions, maybe two per group, and 3 minutes discussion. And at the same time, it's a good chance to get to know people around you.